And thank you all so much for coming today and meeting. This is a project I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about intellectual character education for some time, and I recently have started thinking quite a lot about intellectual vices and vice epistemology. So I wanted to apply some of the lessons of vice epistemology to some of the recent work in intellectual character education. So that's where this project is coming from. And it's appearing in a volume that's edited by Randall Curran. It's a handbook. It's the Routledge Handbook on the Philosophy of Education. So it's called Intellectual Character Education, Some Lessons from Vice Epistemology. And the big picture, what I'm going to try to do is first just say what intellectual character education has done. It's focused on two main topics. It's argued that facilitating intellectual virtues should be or is a goal of education. And it offers practical guidance for educators who are interested in facilitating intellectual virtues in their classrooms. And this practical guidance is often called the standard approach. And that word comes from an article by Stephen Porter, who's a psychologist who does some work on educating for intellectual virtues. So what I'm going to do today is explain some of the key features of the standard approach and some of the standard objections and replies to it. And then I'll use insights from vice epistemology to draw two lessons for intellectual character education. So I don't know if you've heard of vice epistemology, but vice epistemology is an emerging field which examines the structure, etiology, and amelioration of qualities that make us bad thinkers. If intellectual virtues are qualities that make us good thinkers, then intellectual vices are qualities that make us bad thinkers. Standard examples are closed-mindedness, intellectual arrogance, epistemic injustice, intellectual servility. And I'm going to argue that vice epistemology has two lessons for the standard approach of intellectual character education. The first lesson is this, or what I'm arguing for, is that some students are already on their way to developing intellectual vices and aren't likely to be helped by the standard approach to intellectual